Welcome. Maybe have a pillow of some kind for this class to support your comfort, and you can sit on it. You could actually sit on it to start with. You feel like it. And just check in carefully, folding your legs in to seated pose, easy pose that works for your body. It can be something different, but foundational. We practice sitting on the ground. Be aware of your knees. Try to let your hips relax externally. Arrange your lower legs and feet and ankles so that the boniness isn't disrupting you anywhere. Rest your hands onto your legs where they comfortably land with your shoulders relaxed. Gently correct any slumping that you might have come into. Not wanting to throw yourself back, but also not wanting to go forward, just finding neutral for the energy to flow. A moment for stillness. Relax, breathe deeply. With practice, we learn to find some space between our thoughts, to find quietness. Grounding, aware of the earth. Awareness of the breath. Intentionally relaxing the space between your ears. Let's add a little gratitude to begin practice today, just putting that in our hearts for something about our bodies, including anything you'd like in that gratitude or an open gratitude attitude. Gently organize your breath, sitting tall. Deep waves in and out. Some pausing is fine in this style of breath. Gentle sound through the nose. Ujjayi. Bringing together all that is auspicious breath. Rough translation again. And exhale into your belly center. Create that little tone in the belly. Feel free to arrange yourself so you're comfortable throughout practice. If you need to change something, do. Grounding into the low belly center. Bring your hands to your forehead. Fingertips touching at the middle. And hold for a moment. Light pressure. Try to lift your front and back ribs. Use your strong tummy. A little tone down low. And gently sweep across your forehead to your ears or towards your ears. Go down your jaw. Let your heart hands find each other and find your heart. A little gentle uplift at the heart center. Chin down lightly. Lengthen your neck. Rest your shoulders down your back. Intention. Or perhaps today, just remembering what the summer season, the warm season of growth has brought to your life as we move into the dormant phase. Coming together, the auspicious sound of Om, the A, the O, the M, and the silence. Join if you would like. Breathe in deeply. Om. Release. Stretch out your hands and fingers and wrists for a moment. Movement of your choice. These figure eights where you close the fist loosely. Doing this in class recently. Try it. Pause, feel the energy. Just your mat. Resettle your legs as needed to do some circling from the hips. So that leg crease, bring your hands there to begin, and just try to lengthen out and around from that place on either side of the body. Just go at your own pace, feeling free to pause if you find an interesting spot. Just go for another 3 rounds of breath. Unify the whole body into this pose. Settle to stillness. Other way. Lengthen out and around. You can move your hands if they're uncomfortable at all. Feel this swirling energy. This is all you have to do right now. This is all going to make your brain more efficient so that you can take care of things later. It'll reduce the distractions of any discomfort in the body, hopefully. And with this, I feel complete. Swirl back to center, pause and feel. Sitting gently tall. Deep breath. Ribcage expands. Deep breath out. Contract. Ground. Then we're going to become chronic. Right side easy twist. To gently awaken along your spine. Remember to let your belly relax so that it can join this rotation. It's really an open belly twist, this one. I was just using my thumb as a kickstand back behind me, and I'd just like to suggest that all of us get into the habit of not doing that to our thumb joints. Find another way. One more time, breathe deeply. Just in your own time, come back to center, pause and feel. Just the effect of this practice on your body, the quality of your mind. Let your belly join the twist, chest, chin, eyes. Careful with the hands. 5 slow breaths. Or relaxing your jaw, breathe through your nose if possible. A combination if you need it. Exhaling, just let yourself come out as you are inspired. And please release your feet. Lean back, hold underneath your legs, a little boat pose. Maybe balance challenge with the pillow. Lift your heart, big toes touch. Just play a little bit here. And release. Planting your feet. Keep your knees bent for heart lifting pose. Come behind your cushion if you're on one. Spin your hands out. Pull your shoulders, your elbows in. Your shoulders roll externally. Gaze down your nose, 5 breaths. If you're feeling like you really want to lift up into Uttanasana, just be careful. We're just warming up. Maybe we'll do that one later. Breathe deeply in. And out. Invitation to butterfly, your first yin pose in this practice, either seated with your feet away from your hips, comfortably forward, or if you love going back in butterfly, you can go back to your pillow, face it long ways behind you. Lie back, allow your arms to find a place to rest comfortably. So seated forward is also fine. Make a choice that supports your body and your happiness. Check in, make refinements if you are not comfortable. Relax your eyes and your face. Enjoy your breathing. And we have an opportunity for discernment in our practice. Sensation is okay. Sometimes it's our nervous system that might give us a caution notice, but definitely pay attention to any pain. that is not supportive of your happiness. So in this and all shapes, feeling free to change or come out at any time. No muscular effort could be the meditation. I'm going to chill out on my deep ujjayi breaths for a little bit, try to take away some of the muscular effort of breathing. Let it be. Gently observe the movement of breath 3 more times. And breath pulling up into the rib cage. Where does the out breath go? Downward centering. One more time, slow breath is observing where the breath goes in your body. You're welcome to let it be a little exaggerated if it feels good. Let it really go to that fullness and really go to that emptiness. Where does it go? Pull it down into your belly center. And let's guide the legs together gently, whether seated or lying down. And so if you're on your back, you need to work your way over to one side or rock up. Cut your chin, hold your shins, coming up. And let's come around to the tabletop position, please. Spreading out your hands, settling in. Let's do a little side-to-side flow as you ground your feet, find your comfort. And then you could do a little circling energy here. Let's see what happens when you explore it. Offer that exploration. There are all kinds of ways that people express here. You can do some bending at the elbows. It's going one direction so far. Experiment with slow and fast. If your brain really wants to think about stuff, really just try to be in your body. So hard for some of us. That's why we practice the yoga, because it's for people who have restless minds. We need to work in the body. Come on back and over towards the side a little bit with your hips. I'm going over towards the left and letting the arms go to the right. Be mindful of your knees, a little side leaning, side reaching child's pose. Lean down your head. If there's too much pressure on that folded knee, just bring your hips to center. Go soft. A pose like this will gently balance the energy of the full moon, that really strong prana, vital energy. Inhale, kind of vibration. Soft, soft, one more breath. And then back up to tabletop for circling the other way, settle hands and knees and going in the direction of the right side or the other side, depending on what you did last time. It's freedom to explore here. Maybe trying a little of that dipping down into the chaturanga arms. Or limbs, chaturanga. And just let this feel complete. Settle back to child's pose, maybe leaning a little bit towards the right with your hips. Bring your arms over towards the left and relax in a relaxed way. Go into this little cave of child's pose. Back body breathing, side breathing, up and down breathing, and the front. Letting this feel complete. Come back to center. Cow spine, breathe in. Cat spine, breathe out. Press your hands. You may use your fists if you need to here. You're tired of being on your wrists from this part. A little back and forth. Bones, discs, fluid, and the main river of energy in the body flowing through it all. One more time. Round spine, press the hands. Gently extended spine. Inhale, tuck under your toes. Flip your hands and come to downward dog with a lion's breath option. So breathe in again. Step in your feet as needed. Find your shape and then breathe out. Find your uplift in your low belly, your externally rotated shoulders, head hanging free. Just having a little option for any flowing movement you want to do. Any movement that you want to add, just feel free to do some knee bending or hip circling. From side to side, just to find center in the next couple of breaths. Settle into stillness. Lift your toes a little bit. Lift your fingertips a little bit if you can. One more slow breath. Relax your hands and feet. Coming to standing, step your feet in one at a time. Walk back your hands till your feet come to the earth and you can use them to stand up. Coming to mountain pose. At the top third of your mat, let your hands shine a little bit forward. Spread your feet. Reach through the top of your head so you have a nice tall spine and feel the energy. Feel the awakening from the practice already. One more breath. Standing back bend. Separate your feet a little wide from each other. You don't have to turn, I'm just turning to show. So you have an easy wide stance. Hands to the back of your pelvis, your low back, where they comfortably reach. Fingers down. Lift your rib cage. Gently guide your pelvis forward a little bit. That's it. Gaze down. If you love taking your head back, you can do that, but keep your gaze downward. Let's lift up your heart. Stay grounded. Inhale 4. Press the shoulders and chest, opening gently. Breathe out. One more time. Tone in your belly with your exhale. Bring your pelvis back under and release your arms. Lunar Uttanasana, feet hip distance, palms up, bend your knees. Come slowly to forward fold. Head down. Bend your knees enough so the backs of your hands can rest on the earth. You can make some refinements. Stay for 8 breaths in this one, gently lengthening the spine. Be patient with the backs of your legs. Just notice. Shoulders can just be relaxed in this one. Don't let your breath be hampered by this shape though. Breathe deeply, like in child's pose. All the directions. One more time. Stepping back with your right leg. Bring your hands to the earth, right leg going back. Or nectar of the moon, which is like lizard pose. Come on the inside. Just warming up. This will help us warm up. You may come to your forearms, turning both sets of toes over towards the left side of your mat to whatever degree that is possible. So we have a side plank situation. Okay, try for us. If you would like to swim your top arm and do a little flowing movement, you may add that. Maybe a little infinity symbol. Hopefully this is the hardest thing you'll encounter all day, just to figure this out in your body. Let's release. Work your feet back to center, bring down your knee, and pull back to Anadaniasana. Gently draw back toes, half Hanuman's pose. Exhale once more. Let that feel complete. Find that place where the sensation is good, but maybe a little informative. Release that leg bending the knee, take it back. Cow spine, breathe in. Downward dog, lion's breath, breathe out. Nectar of the moon, other side, like lizard, hands on the inside. Both sets of toes turning out. So you could bring your back knee down, do what you need to do. Resettle into this side plank variation, basically. Hands spreading, and then option to move the shoulder, move the hips, arm swimming. Moving my hips a little forward in space and then back. Find a spot that feels good. You can stay there a little bit longer and transition back to Hanuman's pose. Just placing that back knee down carefully or turning the foot first. Fold forward, draw back your toes. Rest your hands, put the backs of the hands down. Concentrating on your balance and just the right amount of sensation. One more time, breathe out. Release your leg back and come out to your belly if you'd like to do Dolphin Pose. First, dolphins are joyful and watery. Head hanging back between the elbows. Press your arms into the earth, find the uplift in your low belly. If you would like to flow your head towards your hands and back between the elbows a few times, we add that swimming dolphin. Working your way to forearm position, lift your head, walk your feet back, and lower all the way to your belly. Let's come to a yin style, back bend on the belly, so maybe a sphinx. Sorry, I keep opening that door. Sphinx or a seal. Nothing huge. Rock your pelvis side to side, legs easy wide, so we are relaxed. Just using the arms to hold our chest off the ground a little bit. Observant here of the pelvis, second chakra, opening to the back. Our watery nature. We're too small to be really influenced by the pull of the moon, but we're not separate from that. We have a watery nature. Let's gradually release to your right side for a side lying half frog pose. Front line. Head turns. Support if you need it. Bring your knee up alongside of you. And last thing, you may curl your torso towards that leg if you would like, and then breathe out, go soft. Let the water settle, and you will see the moon and the stars mirrored in your own being. Steady your gaze internally or with eyes soft. 2 more slow breaths on this side. Maybe swallow from the stillness and come to the other side as you're ready. Support your comfort with your limbs, the positioning of your torso so that you can go soft. Relax your hands, relax your wrists. Two more slow breaths. With some slowness, releasing your pose. Bend your legs, activating the back of your body. Bring your hands by your chest to come up. Press into your hands, hug your elbows in, get to your knees. Back to a child's pose. Maybe adding the rotation if you are of that spirit. You do the threading needle, hips up or down, or stay back in the center. Make sure your neck is long, stay grounded on the side of your skull. Find all your points of support and contact with the earth. Just let that side feel complete. If you are doing the rotation, come to the second side. Hips more over the knees or more over the heels, whichever feels good for your body here. Subtle, long neck. Happiness in the spine. Grounding. Only the energy necessary. Breathe out one more time. Take a little time to come out, maybe open out to the side as you come out. And let's come back to toes tucked under wide knees. Maybe coming to the feet into a squat. So you could stay with your knees down or come up. Working your way up to standing. Time for our chandra namaskar to finish our standing practice. Today, the moon salutation. It involves turning sideways on your mat and standing in the center. I'm going to turn out to the right. And then the practice starts to the left. It corresponds with the left side of our body, the left side of the nose, the left side of the brain. That's the moon side. Stand, be easy distance, centering. Gather your low belly in towards your spine gently, so you have a nice neutral pelvis. So the low back feels long. You might have a little tail tuck energy gently if you tend to pop out your seat. Rounded front and back. This is important because the first pose is the side bending. Chandra Namaskar. Practice in a relaxed way. Take it easy. Bring your arms up to any degree and side bend to the left side. One more breath is by. Just taking it light. Come on up and go the other way. Only the effort necessary. One more time, breathe out. Inhale, center, gaze up. And exhale, release, stepping to Uttanasana, the fierce goddess pose, fierce pose. Turn out your toes and come down so your thighs are parallel with the floor or something like that. Arms out, palms up. Bend your elbows and stay like that. Ground your feet, your knees steady. One more breath. And then out to Tarasana, star pose. Straighten your legs and your arms. Release your heels back a little bit. Upper back and chest broadening. Feet spreading. One more breath. Reach the limbs away from each other. All five, head included here. And relax into triangle to your left side. Turn your toes towards the front of your mat and come over. What's your favorite one? What's your favorite way of expressing triangle pose? Make choices that support your well-being. One more breath, and then it's Tarasana. Move down into the belly, coming up when you're ready. That's intense side stretching pose, turning to face your left leg and try to bring your head down to your leg. This is what this is. We'll be holding the elbows behind or bring them down the leg today. Forehead reaches towards the leg. One more breath. Transitioning to Anadaniasana's pose. Bring away your hands, bend your knee, bring your back knee to the ground. Nice long neck, your hands can stay low. Come to your thigh or reach into the air. Settle your shoulders. Settle your gaze. One more time, breathe deeply. Moving now to the side lunge. Return your toes and knee towards the corner of your mat. And lift up your back knee. And again, you can stay low or medium with your arms. Meaning that side lunge of your choice. One more deep breath. And this is when we start to circle it around the other way. So mirroring this pose to the second side, find your lunge, side lunge. Picking up the back toes if you would like to. Check in, make sure energy can flow through your whole spine. Just one more breath. Release to Anadaniasana, the low crescent lunge. Turn to face the back of your mat. Come into the low lunge with the back knee down, ground the feet. Guide your front knee towards your toes. Settle your hands. We'll come into a spinal extension in this pose, so take care of the low back with some tail tuck energy if needed. Stability. Exhale, groundedness. Transitioning to intense side stretching pose. So we need to get that back knee off the ground and fold forward. This is the head towards the knee. Maybe take the arms behind you. Spread your feet. Forehead towards the leg. One more breath. Wherever that is, no judging, no need to judge. Press the feet to come up, turn the back toes and the pelvis come to your triangle shape. What is your favorite way of expressing this one? In a relaxed manner. One more time, breathing. Your feet into the earth, coming up and back to goddess. Coming down the center. Wherever your hands are meditative for this one. Press your feet. Move out your heels a bit. Tarasana, let's try with the palms down. Star pose. One more breath. Relax your arms, step your feet to hip distance apart with this standing side bend once again. Nice and neutral in your pelvis. Bring up your arms and over to the left side. Bring it all together. Ground into your low belly. Take away the excess work. Use your body with wisdom. Inhale up. Second side, 5 breaths. Relax your feet, your shoulders, your face. Focus on the pelvis as far as the neutrality goes. One more breath out. Come to center and bring down your hands. Pinky sides touching, open your hands. And let your arms rest into your body. The gesture of inner listening. Is there something you're letting go of, something you want to awaken? And exhale, seal your hands. Okay, come on and sit down. If you would like, have your pillow where you can reach it if you want to use it. We're going to just do the Untitled regular and yin style, so you can have an elevated seat. Let's do the left leg first. Bend your knee, loving awareness, Janu. Out to the side, bring your foot to your inner leg in a way that supports your happiness. Your sole of your foot showing towards the sky a little bit, maybe. Doing the yang style first, so walk out to any degree. Bring your head down towards your leg again. Draw your low belly back. And it's connected somewhere. Toes drawing back. Do the activations here. Lengthening the spine. Inhale, come up slightly. Lengthen. Exhale one more time. Go back down. Find your finishing place. And then relax your muscles. Flip your hands over on the earth, relax your foot, head down, come into the half lateral butterfly pose, the yin style. Check in, cause no harm if you need to change anything. Another 2 breaths. And coming out your own way. So take a moment between sides to do whatever feels good to you. And then as you're inspired, start to come into the second side. Aware of the activation. So we'll have the wheel towards the spine, the lengthening of the spine, the leaning forward, reaching out, grounding the hands into the earth or the leg, pulling back the toes, reaching the forehead down. So all these activities are happening here. Muscles activated around the bones. One more breath. Let's do that incremental rise up. Lengthen again or think about it and exhale, go back down. Start to soften your muscles, soften actions, resting hands and head and leg. Eyes quiet and soft. The space between the eyebrows is a nice place for the internal gazing. Jaw soft and relaxed. Breathe out one more time. Now with some slowness and do whatever counter movement you would like to come to. A little heart lift of olives, back to forward time, just to gently brighten your energy. And it is time to come down to the earth with the pillow, and I'm going to do a happy baby pose and a gentle twist and rest. So bring with you what you need as you lie down. We'll start with happy baby. You could use your pillow under your head for this pose, that's okay. You'll bring up your knees to your chest. You can do that one at a time. Widen the knees gently, just letting them rest open. Taking this as a yin style today. A kind of restful way is to bring your arms behind your knees and hold your hands. And then let your legs fold over your hands. And this variation is very supported. But feel free, please, to hold your feet or your toes instead. And just hang out with softness, not trying to pull your knees down to the floor or any of that. Just be soft. Meditation on taking away muscular effort if needed. 2 more slow breaths. Release with some care and some slowness. Maybe out to lie down, stretched out pose, or some sort of lengthening of the legs and the hip flexors after that work. In a relaxed way, just let your body be somewhere else. Light resting half smile if you're not already there. A suggestion from Thich Nhat Hanh, Buddhist monk. Light resting half smile, unforced. Gently lift the corners of your mouth. Let's make our way to a gentle sideline twist. So bring the pillow between your knees, might be nice. Let your arms reach out on either side of you and your head turn away from your legs. Breathe and just be open here across the line of the heart. If you'd like to place your awareness somewhere specific with some intention, go to your lungs. And lungs are associated with the fall season in yin yoga and in Chinese medicine. Notice your breathing. Organs of elimination and assimilation, the large intestines and the lungs. And come over to the other side. Just as restful as you can be. Disturb yourself as little as possible. Letting this be part of your resting practice. So bringing the qualities of Shavasana to this practice by letting go of your control of the breath, just noticing it without controlling. And then your body be very soft and still. Jaw relaxed, eyes relaxed. And in the softness of your belly, maybe a little awareness of the large intestines and their role in the body, along with the lungs. Assimilate and eliminate. What happens when you bring your awareness to these areas? It's not a question that needs an answer. Just observe. Let this feel complete. And shifting your pillow maybe under your knees or back under your head if you would like, wherever it's going to be the most comfortable and supportive of your resting pose. Lift your chest off the floor to settle your shoulder blades and then do the low back. Bring the seat, flesh of the seat down towards the heels. Let your legs relax away from each other. Settle into the center of your skull. Melt your shoulders into the ground, along with your heart. Rest into the backs of the lungs. Soft hands and faces and feet. Little movement in the toes and the feet, the ankles, and then be still once again. Softening around your knees, behind them. Neutral pelvis, ideally here, with a gently long in the low back. Feel that bony center. And the pool of the belly. The breath naturally grounding into the center there. Back to the idea of our watery nature. We are mostly water. Imagining a clear lake. Or the full moon reflected in a clear body of water. Anything that resonates with surrounding yourself with the color orange. In Ayurveda, orange is the inner color of water. Just allow yourself to rest with the gentle energy of any of those ideas if you would like. Take some time with releasing. So just change one little thing or move one thing, like a swallow or turn your hands over or something like that. Stay present with your body. If your legs are far from each other, gently bring them, slide them back towards each other a little more, and relax again. Allowing that same thing to happen with the arms. Pointing your toes, feel that energy travel up your shins and your knees and your thighs. Bend your elbows and reach your hands up overhead alongside your ears. Gently lengthen your body. Feel that awakening of the front. Inviting those deep breaths to return. rolling to the left side of your body, unless that doesn't work for your body, but just coming to that moon channel side, the left side of the nose, breathing through the left side of the nose. Just gently focusing the breath on that channel. Last one. Swallow whenever you feel like you're ready to, and bring your top hand to the earth, roll towards your face until you can get your other hand down and come on up to your seated position of choice. Weaving your fingers together, sitting gently relaxed and tall. Let yourself feel complete, restored, and grateful. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You have a peaceful rest of your day. And you have the resources to deal if it isn't. That was pretty Hygge yoga. Thank you so much for joining me.